continues.
We've all said it. I'd like to write a book someday. Well, how and where do you begin? I talked with a local man who said the same thing years ago, but he actually delivered. And now he's trying to make a name for himself as an author. In a story you'll see only on 3, I asked him to share his secret with you.
And then I thought, that might make an interesting book.
It begins with a simple idea, a Vietnam-era novel about conquering the struggles of life against a college football program backdrop. For Mel Reisner, it began in college as an English literature major, with the hopes of one day becoming a creative writer. In 1967, his first job out of school was at the Idaho State Journal. Little did he know, his journalism career would span 40 years. He joined the Associated Press in 1974 and started writing The Leather Man.
I found out getting off at midnight or 1 a.m. and then going home to write for 3 or 4 hours didn't work so well.
Balancing life, work, book writing, and family proved to be a challenge for the author and the Leatherman.
After I'd cranked out about 40,000 words, I gave it up.
The idea simmered. Years later, his daughters found the old copy and started reading it.
They said, gee, this is good, you know.
They transcribed it to computer disk and gave it to Dad for Father's Day, with encouragement to finish it. He told them it would not happen until retirement. He's been retired for 8 years now. Time to write. Mel says he was born with a love of writing, and his father encouraged him. At age 7, his dad asked him, why not write a book about animals?
I said, I guess I could do that. And he said, I'll give you a penny a page.
Mel wrote 81 pages.
I thought it was rich, and 2 years later, I did one that had, I think, I've got it in my blog somewhere, but I think it was 326 pages. And my dad actually bound that as a book, and I still have it in my family.
Encouragement from his family gave birth to the Leatherman. But what advice would he give you? The hardest part, he says, you'll need an agent. A lot of publishing houses will not deal with you directly.
If you can break through and catch the attention of someone.
Then prepare yourself for the returned letters.
And with mine, they were all rejections. And I finally just threw up my hands and started studying the self-publishing.
From there, it's really up to you.
It's the same thing as basically writing as any other success in life. You get the idea and then you just start and you work your tail off.
Set a goal. Mel's was 1,000 words a day.
And you do that night, then you come back the next night and do it again, or the next day, whatever. And again and again and again, 5 to 6 days a week. And you'd be surprised how it mounts up.
Mel has already written a second book. It's about hitchhiking with a friend for 5 months across Europe through 23 countries in 1960. You can find his books on barnesandnoble.com or amazon.com, and they will print a copy on demand. He does have 2 upcoming signings, book signings. The first in Old Town Pocatello this Friday from 5 to 7 p.m. at Walrus and Carpenter Books on Main Street. And then Saturday, August 16th at Barnes & Noble in Idaho Falls at 1 p.m. And check out his blog, too, at melreisner.blogspot.com.